Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Bears will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bruins offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's right on target. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So California's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Snags it! Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup. We've been keeping a close eye on it. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Really nice looking throw there, and traditionally the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game, and if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
He's got it on the right. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Getting some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. The RPO, it's complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be
looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense in an empty set. On second down, he'll fire. He's going for the big play. It's complete. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Schneider. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bruins are in the hurry up. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12, but all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. The snap sets up the throw. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And he didn't get a big game. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. And now on second down for this offense. Now on the option. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. A top 25 flash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. Flips it out to the back. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Just feeds the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Bruins are marching down the field. Gets it out quickly. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he pulls it in at the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. Sweet spin. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cal. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He finds his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wants to throw here on second down. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He'll do it himself. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. And the Golden Bears get the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You can see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it to the right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
3rd down coming up.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The give to the back. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
He's loose. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd down.
Get set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll run it from the gun. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Touchdown, Cal! And the stomping has commenced.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. I'm talking to them. They felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They'll line up for a second down play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Golden Bears are on the move. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
It'll be first and 10 from the 30.
3:25
Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second.
And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's Collins. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Golden Bears will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Coming after him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Going up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
On second down, looking again to throw. This time on target. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. He lets it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Offense set on first down.
Timeout, Cal.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.